Minecraft 1.16 is finally in development, bringing a bunch of amazing new features to the game. And while this update is themed after updating the Nether, I think there is certainly room for many more features in all areas of Minecraft. That being said, my name is SystemZ, and today I'm bringing you 22 features that should be in Minecraft. If you enjoyed the video and want to support my channel and help me make videos in the future, consider becoming a member, where you'll be invited to my Minecraft and Discord servers, as well as have a chance to help me with new videos through exclusive community posts. Click the join button below for more information, and also thank you to those of you who have become a member since my last video. Without further ado, my friends, let's get started with the first feature of this feature-packed video, sleeping bags. An idea that I'm honestly super excited about because I think this would be incredibly cool for the adventuring side of Minecraft. But Z, we've already got beds. Why do we need sleeping bags? That is a great question. The reason that you might want a sleeping bag is if you're out exploring in the world and it becomes dark outside, but you're very far away from home, but you don't want to set your spawn to wherever you're at. That is why you would use a sleeping bag, because it would allow you to sleep without actually setting a spawn point. And the way that you would craft it is very simply using wool and the respective carpet versions as well. Obviously, whichever color of wool you get is the color of sleeping bag, and I gotta say, this is a really cool decoration. Imagine building campsites with these. They would be amazing. But of course, let me know what you think of sleeping bags down in the comments below. Next up, we've got yet again another amazing feature. However, this one has been a community favorite for quite some time, and that is for none other than rope. This would be not only a really cool decoration, but also a very cool utility that players could use to navigate downwards. Now, as you probably know, if we take a couple steps back, literally, scaffolding allows us to move upwards, which is great. It's very useful. But what about moving downwards? Sometimes it's kind of hard to get down there to place them. Now, I think it would be cool if you could simply right-click with the rope and have it slowly go down every time you click, to where it would go all the way down here to the diamond level that we're trying to get to and end like this. Now, basically, you would slowly fall down whenever you got through it. I think that would be amazing. As far as how to craft this, I'm not really sure, so let me know what you think down in the comments below. But I do think it would be cool if this was only able to be purchased through the Wandering Trader, which would also make the Wandering Trader a little bit more useful. But of course, let me know what you think. Speaking of decorations, this is probably one of my favorite features in this video, and I absolutely would love to see it added to the game. As you can see here, we've got placeable books. This is amazing. I would love to see this. Just imagine being able to hold a book, hold shift, and simply right click to place them on the ground. And once you've placed about 4 books, you would also get a quill. That would be amazing. I mean, just imagine building a writer's room. You could do some really cool stuff with this. And in this example, we've got a really messy library, as you can see here. I love the way this works. Plus, you could even use it to do some weird stairs, I guess, or something secret. I don't know, but this is really cool. I love the way this works. And maybe even you could walk up to it, right-click it, and get a book that is actually a written book. I think there's a lot of potential here. This is probably my favorite feature in this video, but let me know what your favorite is once it's done. This is really cool. My friends, have you ever heard of a little doohickey known as the Eye of Ender? Of course you have, because you are all Minecraft pros. Well, as you know, it allows you to find the stronghold. Now, I think these two features could go very well together to do just that, but for the Nether Fortress. This is the Nether Phantom, a variation of the Phantom that spawns exclusively in the Nether. But whenever you kill it, it actually drops the Heart of the Nether, which is an object that when combined with the blaze would be able to create an Eye of the Nether to actually allow you to find a fortress easily. I think that would be very, very cool. Now, obviously, this means that blaze would need to be a little bit easier to find, considering once you've gotten them in the current state of the game, you're already in a Nether fortress, so maybe they would spawn naturally throughout the Nether. But this would be very cool for those players who have trouble finding fortresses. This is definitely something I would love to see in the game. It is about to go down. You most likely have already seen this if you were subscribed to my channel, because I actually made a community post about it not too long ago. And that is to add the ability to place lanterns against the wall. This is something I've wanted since lanterns were added, but before then as well. I've always wanted a light source that could be used in a decoration way like this. And not to mention, it is currently on the feedback website for Minecraft, and it is booming. This is something I think a lot of people would love to see in the game. It would be amazing. It's an upgrade from the torch, and I would love to see it. As a builder, there are so many different things I could do with this. One of them is build street lamps. You could use them as porch lamps, much like I've done here. There are a lot of ways to use lanterns on walls, and it is for that reason that I think they should be in the game. On the topic of decorations, I also think that we need a sawmill in the game. Now, this would be a station that would allow you to take wood and essentially make various different decorations using wood. Not to mention, of course, slabs and stairs, but also trapdoors and maybe even tables. We've got a table a little bit later in the video, and you'll see a little bit more of what I mean by that. But various different other creations like what you see here. I think it would be cool if they also allowed for campfires to be made through here. That way it makes sense. It's kind of cutting up the wood to allow you to have the logs. And maybe even various other decorations like tables, chairs, and basically endless possibilities of furniture. I think this would be fantastic. And of course, we could even get a woodworker villager to go along with it. This would be really cool, but of course, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Of course, I did not forget about you Redstonists. I know we've been doing a lot of building stuff in this video, but honestly, this is really cool and possibly takes the cake for mechanical changes. And that is, of course, redstone on walls. This would be amazing. There are so many different things that could be used for this. Obviously, redstone contraptions would be a lot easier, especially when they're ran vertically. I think this would be very cool. However, I doubt it would really end up in the game, because obviously it takes away from the imagination of having to come up with a solution to have it go upwards. But still, this is really fun to imagine. I think this would be incredible. In Minecraft, there is only one potential feature that could ever come close to being as adorable as Baby Yoda, and that is, of course, squirrels. But in general, more animals, more atmosphere, birds, squirrels, pretty much anything you can think of. I would love to see these little furry creatures in the game. Imagine walking through a forest and just seeing them run around. Maybe they come up to you and bring a dropped item. I think it would be very adorable. But in general, this feature actually expands onto atmosphere in general. I would love to hear more sounds, see more animals, and experience more wildlife in Minecraft. I think it would be very cool to open up the game and give us a little bit more of dimension and depth to make it feel a little bit more alive. Because as of right now, the world of Minecraft feels pretty static. But I think even adding squirrels alone would be amazing. Look at these guys, they are so adorable. Look at their little nose. I definitely want squirrels in the game. Next up, this feature might be a little bit more familiar because I actually just did a video all about adding more foods to Minecraft in a food and farming update. You can click the iCard in the top corner if you want to watch it. But I wanted to give this particular feature the spotlight just a little bit longer, and that is, of course, for a culinary table or a culinary table. This would essentially be crafted using the sawmill, as you saw before, but it would allow you to craft several special foods. Like, for example, you could make dog treats, you can make various different pies, even sandwiches, and yes, fried eggs. Something, for some reason, so many people have asked for in Minecraft. But still, I think it would be very cool. I think a culinary table as well as a chef villager would be a great addition to the game. As a side note, before we continue, I know these videos are basically just hypothetical. It is fun to think what if, but sometimes it's awesome to actually see features come in the game. That being said, make sure to commonly scan through the feedback website of Minecraft, because sometimes these features are listed and you never know, they might get added. Like pet training, for example. I think this would be amazing. I would love to be able to actually skill up our pets. For example, in this case, perhaps we could use dog treats to level them up, or we could even use bones and throw them to actually have them run and catch it, and of course come back and grow their speed. There's all sorts of different ways I think we should be able to train our pets. I think right now the stage of pets is pretty much just the beginning. Let's go ahead and add more features. Let me know if you'd like to see a video all about pets and various ideas for it. But that being said, let's move on to the next idea, which is none other than more totems. This is another really popular one. I actually featured this in a video quite a long time ago, and it blew up in the community. Adding more totems would be amazing. Now, I don't really know exactly what these would do, but I'd love to But I would love for you to let me know down in the comments, because honestly, I think there's definitely room for more magic type items, and I would love to see the expansion of the Undying Totem line. But that, of course, is all up to you. Let me know in the comments what you think each of these would do, and what other totems you would add to the game. We are almost to the end here, but not before stopping at gifts. Now, I know this is pretty much a feature only during Christmas, but I would love to see presents actually be added to the game all year round. And the way that I imagine this could work is simply by taking a chest and simply placing a name tag in there labeled gift, or even renaming it in an anvil so that it's actually named gift in general, making it so that when you place it, it uses the gift wrapping. Because on servers and communities, oftentimes players like to give gifts to one another, but sometimes you can miss it because obviously chests blend in. I think it would be very cool if we had the gifts as you could see here, and I think all of you who play on servers would definitely agree. And maybe even as a bonus, we could take banner designs and wrap chests ourselves to truly customize them. That is a really cool idea. Last but certainly not least, we've got a couple of different tools that'll make the more mechanical side of Minecraft even easier to navigate through. And the first one is, of course, an iron hammer. I would love the ability to manipulate armor stands without using commands. In fact, if we take this book, you can see we can essentially do just that. However, this is a data pack. I think it would be very cool if with a hammer we could actually do this by bringing up some sort of UI to actually change the pose of an armor stand. I think this feature is one of the most forgotten features in Minecraft. I think it would be really cool if we in survival could use them without cheating. That would be amazing. Similarly, I think it would be cool if we had an iron wrench that would allow us to cycle through the ID of a block. That would be very cool, especially for people who like to use build hacks like some of the ones I've shown in my videos. And last but certainly not least, I think custom model data should be added as an MBT for blocks and their models. If you don't know what that is, you can essentially have infinite items with the current custom model data for items through the model files. I think it would be cool if we could also do that for blocks so that us custom resource pack makers could add infinite block and model possibilities. That would be amazing. But of course, let me know what you think of all of these features down in the comments below. That's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing and turning on notifications so that you never miss an upload. And like I said, that's going to be it for today. My name has been System Z. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.